What's going on, guys? Back again with another installment of Money Making Secrets of Mind Power Masters. This is article number 3 that I will be reading to you. And this article is called The Force of Your Will Projected by Stuart Wilde. And once again, I will be reading all 24 articles of this free ebook that you can download for free at the website mindpowernews.com. The ebook is called Money Making Secrets of Mind Power Masters. And my intention of making these videos is for you to be able to listen to these as audios, whether you're driving or you're just getting up, getting ready to go to work, commuting into work, or whenever you have an idle moment. I want you to listen to these videos over and over again and listen to these articles and really implement these lessons that these trainers, these motivational speakers, these inspirational writers are sharing with you, because it's no accident that you're seeing this, and this is just really useful information, especially if you're like me, you're looking for ways to help yourself to succeed in business and life, and you are interested in personal growth, personal development, and you are interested in creating your highest and best use of reality. So without further ado, let's get into this. The Force of Your Will Projected by Stuart Wilde. What I learned from the European occultists is that the greatest power available to us humans is our will when projected correctly. Now, you probably haven't thought much in terms of the power of your will, but it is the same power that the ancient magicians used to create supernatural events in their lives. The difference between will and intention is that for many people, intention is just a mental act, a kind of wishful thinking, whereas the force of will projected from your consciousness contains not only your thoughts and desires, but also the enthusiasm of your own life force. Your will, projected correctly, will contain that vital ingredient, your spirit, the very essence of what you are. The force of that spirit, clearly defined, will deliver to you the focus of your will, by virtue of the fact that the clarity of its concentration is honed to such an uncluttered purity that it cuts right through reality and fires the full weight of its power upon any target. Remember that your consciousness is contained in a sea of consciousness, which is basically all the energy and thought forms of the world around you. For the most part, the energy of people around you will be weak and ill-defined. What little power they have is often undermined by emotion. In that pea soup of mumbling and grumbling, along comes the magician, powerful, clear, uncluttered by yearnings or fanciful ramblings of the imagination. Detached as he is from the emotions of humanity, he stands on a launch platform that is already a rung or two higher than the crowd. From there, he fires his will into the circumstances of life, knowing that his power is unstoppable. How could the universal law of life deny this man? It can't. His power is too great. His will is uncluttered by any thought of deserving, of good and bad, of having or not having. It is focused solely on what he wants. His desire is not delivered because of any higher selection process. Rather, it comes to him solely through the force of his demand. It is because he wants it, because that thought is laced in his will, empowered by the very spirit of his being, that it cannot be denied him. When first confronted by this idea, I had a natural reaction against the aggression needed to reach that certain level of intent. It seemed to me that somehow it was wrong to harness one's power in occult terms to force life to hand over one's every wish and whim. But gradually, I got used to the idea and developed a theory of morality around my particular method. Soon I realized that what was important to me were my achievements, the things that I knew I had to complete in this lifetime. How I got those things, providing I did not infringe on others, was irrelevant. The points to consider are, what do you want and how much energy are you prepared to exert to get what you want? If the level of enthusiasm you are willing to commit to your quest is not great, then obviously you don't want what you think you do, or at best your quest is not that important to you. But if some aspect is very, very special to you, it becomes sacred by virtue of its integrity. then the level of your commitment to that ideal is vital. For you know that the whole reason for your life is contained and centered in that one quest or achievement. If this is so, you are required by its very sacredness to exert every fiber of your being through physical effort, mental acuity, or occult power to deliver the focus of your intent. Somewhere in your life there will be an overriding theme to your quest, some part of your desire which cannot be denied without a terrible cost to the very essence of what you are. Are you going to ignore it, or do you have the courage of your commitment and the confidence to demand that life, humanity, or circumstances give you what you want, with no other excuse, reason, nor apology, other than that you demand it? The point is, if your intention is forceful and your will is clearly defined, people line up to give you what you want. You have to have confidence in yourself. You have to be able to believe in your own power. If you have the slightest doubt about your worthiness, it takes you immediately from infinite possibilities to a more sparse result. Imagine the tiger in the forest. Does it wonder if the deer on the path is his? Is there any question of the tiger's worthiness? Being interconnected as all things are, the eternal Tao sustains itself. The little creatures give themselves up to the tiger as nature gave of itself to sustain the creatures. Perfect balance is maintained. The only thing to watch out for is the danger of going over the top and taking undue advantage of others or getting carried away by the ego. In a world where everyone manipulates or controls everyone else, wouldn't it be nice if you could become a success story without having to resort to the same mucky techniques? As you concentrate upon yourself and your life, you will soon become much more powerful than 99% of those with whom you deal. You should take care to temper your energy and not get carried away by the wealth or the position you find yourself in. If you don't watch carefully, it is likely that sooner or later you will self-destruct. Or worse still, you might achieve your every wish and whim, but look back on your life and see ugliness. See that you achieved your quest in material terms, but failed to translate those material benefits into an honorable code of living or spiritual essence. The whole trick to money is balance. Balance at 1,000 a month or balance at 1,000,000 a month. The great value of that balance is that it underpins the spiritual you and allows the inner beauty and creativity to come out. That is why, for most people, money is the one lesson, other than love perhaps, that we are here to learn. You should sit down with your loved ones and really discuss your financial needs so that each of you can define what he or she wants and what each one's level of intention is. Then you can tailor your hopes and dreams to suit your intention, and you can see if the level of your projected will is going to be strong enough to deliver whatever it is that you want. If your intention is not really that high, you will have to accept that as fact, and you may have to adjust what you expect from life. Alternatively, you can work on your intention through concentration and discipline to make it stronger. Then, once it is strong, the force of your will projected into life will guarantee the delivery of your heart's desire. And this was an article excerpted from the book The Trick to Money is Having Some by Stuart Wilde, best-selling author of over 15 books in the fields of consciousness and awareness. So there you go. That was tonight's article. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you tomorrow.